Alrighty, so we're continuing our class going verse by verse through the book of Galatians, chapter 1, verses 1 through 5. And we're going to pick this little section apart and try and see what God wants to speak to you and to me through this section. So it says, Paul, an apostle, not from men nor through man, but through Jesus Christ and God the Father who raised him from the dead. So specifically, the author we've talked about before, it was Paul. There's very little debate about that. Paul wrote this book. But remember, Paul had went on that missionary journey. He shared the simple gospel of Jesus Christ saving you, saving me, and that's all you need. Right after he had went on this trip, people came in from the outside and they shared a different gospel. They said, yeah, Jesus is good, but you got to add this and that and the other thing. Specifically, in this case, they were saying you needed to add circumcision and the whole law. And Paul is writing this letter to refute that. He's saying, no, guys. It is not about all that other stuff. It's about Jesus. What have you done with Jesus? But here in this section, it's awesome. It says that he's an apostle. Apostle means one sent or the sent out one. And so he is an apostle, not from men nor through men. So as people, we like to organize things. And we like to have organizations organized. We see this with clubs and groups and businesses, and then there's the business meeting, and you have all this organization around it. Government, there's lots of organization and meetings and plans and people under and people over. Well, the church is not any different. There's organization to it. And sometimes that's good, and sometimes that actually is kind of bad. And so with that, we start to get the idea that in order for me to be sent out, someone, a person, a school, I need a certificate to do this. I need education. I need credentials. But here's the thing, is Paul is saying, I'm not looking at human credentials at all. He said, I am a sent out one, and I'm not sent from people. I'm sent from God. And we're going to get back here, but the question is, and think about this, is God sending you? And if so, what can God do? Is he sending you to do something? We'll get back there a little bit later in the class. So it says, God the Father who raised him from the dead, and all the brethren who are with me to the churches of Galatia. So it's to the whole region of Galatia. And his people, there's Paul, he's saying the brethren who are with me. Paul was not going crazy and just getting weird. It's the whole group of Christians are agreeing this is what it's all about. So we're going to stop this episode of the class, and I want to encourage you to continue to join me as we go through verses 3 through 5. Thank you very much.